Welcome, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. My name is called Portia. If you are new to this channel, you are welcome. If you are returning to this channel, thank you and you are welcome. This is a channel where we all learn together. I'm in no means an expert. I say the things that I say out from my own experience. Today I want to share with you 9 basic cybersecurity tips for beginners. I know that a lot of people are thinking of switching careers, and a lot of people are thinking about the cybersecurity field. I can assure you that it is a great field and it is a good decision. But before you get into cybersecurity, there are certain things you have to know, and that's what I want to talk about in this video today. Let's get into it. One basic skill or tip that a new cybersecurity professional, somebody who is thinking about going to the cybersecurity field should know is you have to know what a system is, what a system is made up of. And some people think a system is just a system. Yes, a system is made up of people, data, processes, and technology. All these things come together to help us to make our work faster and securely. Also, there are two types, two ways and two sides to a system. We have the network side and we have the Active Directory side. When I started, I knew that a system is a system. I did not know that it has two sides. And when I got to know that we have the Active Directory side of a system and the network side of a system, things were much easier for me. I am sharing this so that your journey will be much smoother for you. Another tip you should know as a cybersecurity beginner, you have to know what an operating system is. You have to know your operating systems. Some common operating system out there is Windows, Linux, Mac OS. There are more out there, but these three are the most common, and you can also look for other ones. You have to know your DFD, your data flow diagram. You have to be able to read your data and how it flows in your environment. You have to be able to demo the information flow in your system environment, the devices in your environment, and how they communicate with each other. Another tip, you have to know how to use some popular tools. For example, the command line tools, because it's not all the time that you have to Google everything. You can use your command line tool. You can use Linux. You can use Unix. You have to know computer architecture. You have to know how computers communicate with each other. You have to know how computer hardware communicates with computer software to make our work faster and more securely. Another tip is you have to know your network bases, and that what I mean by that is you have to know the devices that sit on your network. For example, the firewall, the routers, the proxy, and all those things you should know as a beginner who wants to venture into the cybersecurity field. Guys, you have to know Active Directory and how it works. So in the Active Directory, we have users, Active Directory organizes users, it organizes the computers that the agency have, and also it organizes these things under an organizational unit. In Active Directory, we have policies and we have permissions. When new employees start their work, they are given permissions, and some of them have read only rights, some of them has write only, some of them has read and write permissions, and all of these is done in Active Directory. You have to know your OSI module, the 7 layers of OSI. This is what helps the layers to communicate and interact with each other. In the application layer, the application accesses network services. In the presentation layer, usable data is encrypted. In the section layer, control ports and services. The section layer controls ports and sections. Transport layer transmit data via TCP and UDP. The network layer decides physical path for the layer. Data link layer defines the format of data on the network, and the physical layer transmits raw bits over physical medium. Guys, it's also necessary that you know some common ports, numbers, and protocols. That's your PPS. Some of these ports are port 20, which is the FTP data transfer port, and SSH port 22 secure shell, SMTP port 25 for email routing, DNS port 53 for domain name systems, HTTP port 80 is used in World Wide Web, HTTPS port 443 is one of the common ports I see in my environment, and this is the most secured port, and it's secure over HTTP. We have the LDAP LabDAT port 389 for Active Directory replication. Guys, these are the 9 basic and common tips you should know as a beginner. There are more out there. This is not the end of the list. If you are here and you are already in cybersecurity, or you know more of beginner tips, you can share in the comment, because as I said from the beginning, this is a channel whereby we all learn together and we all grow together. If you want to see more videos like this whereby we all share our ideas, we learn about new things, and we all grow together, please subscribe, share, and like. Thank you, and see you in my next video.